Hey guys, John here from John of Reification. I've made some changes to my necronomicon ex mortis. As you can see, I've taken out the hot glue, and the only thing that's holding these papers is a brown paper bag. I'm going to show you guys how to create this technique. So basically what you guys are going to need is sturdy corrugated cardboard. This can be for like a book, a journal, or a necronomicon. So basically you're going to have to cut out it in one piece, but you're going to have to cut out some things. So basically cut it out, but then you cut out some slots, the spine, and the two covers. Now I know that it looks flat like a CD, but it's just that the spine's not really well corrugated yet, but it will be. Let me find a way of how to set my camera. Hang on, guys. Okay. I'm gonna set my iPad right here. So you're gonna need some cardboard, like that. So basically, what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take papers and cut them to the size of the book. Use some scissors, and then just cut along the straight lines. But keep in mind that the papers can get deformed, so you gotta hold on to them. So once you guys have the papers cut out, it should look something like this. But if you need to cut them again, you're gonna have to make them a little shorter to make sure that they fit into the book. Yeah, if I'm gonna cut them a little shorter. Sorry if I'm boring you guys. It should look something like this. Now once you got the papers all cut up, you're gonna have to staple them. You're gonna have to staple the top, middle, and bottom. If you guys make a mistake with the stapler, make sure to use a stapler remover, but open up the pages before you restaple it, so it should look something like this. Okay, as I referred to Tom Sullivan's Book of the Dead, when he made it, he basically used paper and parchment paper, and then he bonded them together with a paper bag. So basically you're going to need a paper bag like this. You can buy these at Publix or a local store. I'll be right back. I gotta get my protective sheet. This is the board, like, so when you're gluing, it won't ruin everything. When you're cutting a paper bag, open it up to the middle. Cut at the end the appropriate size. Then you're going to cut it up. You guys should have two pieces when you cut them out, but you'll have a bonus third one. But if you need to cut it again, just cut it to the appropriate length. And make sure that when you're applying it to the book, make sure it's the same size. Okay, so here comes the tricky part. You're going to open up the paper spine, then you're going to use Elmer's glue and a paintbrush. I highly recommend you guys can use a paintbrush, because fingering, that's okay, but I recommend you guys use a paintbrush. If you have too much glue, just rub it on the board. It doesn't matter if it's a mess or not. So you're going to paint it an even layer of glue onto the book itself. So after when you guys have finished painting the glue, you're going to attach it to the book like this. But keep in mind, guys, that sometimes it doesn't always align perfectly, so you want to make sure you do that. But if you accidentally put some glue and you didn't want to, you can just rub it with your finger and it's like rubber cement. Same thing with Mod Podge, because Mod Podge is the paintable glue. So once you guys have finished with the book, it should look something like this. Sorry about that. Now you're going to want this to dry a bit. Then you're going to want to concentrate on the book. So, I highly recommend you guys use a razor pen or an exacto knife. But be careful because it's razor sharp. That's how you guys cut the spine and the covers. Okay. So, using the other paper bag part, you're going to want to cut that a little bit. But keep in mind that you got to cut it where the open part is, not where the folded part is, otherwise it'll mess up your whole book. Now when you open your paper bag, the thing that you cut it with, you'll have an extra paper strip thing. Alright, now for the tricky part. What we're going to do now is we're going to be cutting it to fit in the book. Okay. So, you open up the book, right? And then you align the pages up with the spine. Like I said, this is the tricky part. Now when you're cutting the paper bag, make sure that it's even. Okay, you're going to be applying glue again to the second paper strip, but you're only painting one part. See, you used one folded side. I highly recommend you use the left side, and then you're going to apply it to like that. One part will be attached to the book, the other part will be attached to the pages, to the backing of the book. So I highly recommend you guys open it up instead of just painting it randomly. Oh, my mistake, you are going to be painting both sides. Then you're going to attach that, and then you're going to apply it to the spine, like that. But if you mess up, you still got time before the glue dries. So it should look something like that. So when you're cutting up the other paper strip, you're basically doing the same thing. So once you have successfully gotten the two paper bag strips attached together, it should look something like this. Then you're going to want to press it down a bit so it locks in place. Then you close up the cover. There you got yourself a good little book. So yeah, that's how I recommend you make a necronomicon if you're planning to make one. So, this is John O3ification, signing out.